All right, hello everyone. Thank you for being here and just making sure that you are carving out this time to practice your self-care. So tonight's segment is going to be, as always, we're going to be working on about a 60-minute segment, but as always, it's live. So we could go a little bit more, it could be a little bit less. The one thing that you do want to do for sure is to listen to your body. So this is going to be a warrior spirit balance flow to continue to salute the spring and to reset our intentions. We are going to be working on some core. We're going to be working on a few warrior poses to strengthen our warrior spirit so we can finish out this challenge, with a positive mindset and a strong physical and mental state. And then, of course, we're going to be working on balance. So balance poses are good to help remind you that we're trying to create this balance in our lives as well, right? The willpower factor, the do hard things, you're challenging yourself. You're eating new foods, you're exercising, you're practicing your self-care, you're doing things that are a little out of your comfort zone. And then the opposite of that is the chill power factor, which is so key right now. It's the self-care, it's the doing things that nourish you and nurture your warrior spirit, and it's really those balance of two opposites. So the balance poses, we're going to be working on that as well. So, but before we start tonight, we're going to do a little bit about a few yoga principles, just to reinforce kind of the underlying theme that we really want to have going on in the background. So yes, it is all these physical poses, but it's what we do off of our mat, right? That's really important. So you can grab a pillow, sit up on that if you want to, or I'm sitting on a yoga block. I always say they're one size fits all, so grab a block or a pillow if you want to, and sit yourself up because we're just going to chat a little bit. I did make myself a tea too. And I would highly recommend that you do the same. Let's see what the quote is tonight. This is a traditional medicinals tea that I have tonight. I do love yogi teas and traditional medicinals. Okay, so the quote is, the difference between a flower, the print is super tiny, by the way, so bear with me. The difference between a flower and a weed is judgment. Wow, that's a good one. Dandelions are one of the most healing things that you can eat. Very detoxifying for the liver, really good for you. And we pull the dandelions and we spray them with chemicals. But dandelions, if you see them in the store, you might want to experiment and grab yourself some dandelion leaves and incorporate those into a recipe for your spring healing. Okay, just a thought. So I want to talk a little bit tonight about one of my favorite yogic principles, and that is Santosha. Some of you have probably heard this term before if you've taken yoga classes, and others of you might not have heard it before. But it is really about contentment. And that is a tricky word, right? Because we think of it as complacent. It's not complacent, it's contentment. And contentment can be a sense of gratitude, which is root chakra. We're working on the root chakra and the chakra system in general. Root chakra is at the base of the tailbone. And if you wiggle around a little bit and rock forward and back, you'll feel your tailbone anchoring down. That's your root chakra. And that is the home of your groundedness and feeling grateful for what you already have. And that is symbolic and reaffirming for Santosha. So let's do a little meditation and a little quieting the mind with that in mind, and that will help us as well reset our intentions as we move into this warrior spirit balance flow tonight. Okay, so let's start with our hands facing down tonight because that's what's more grounding. And then I'll have you give you the opportunity to turn your palms up in a moment if you want to. All right, bring awareness to posture. So lift that heart, feel the crown of the head lift up, feel the tailbone anchoring down. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, and take a deep calming breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, land in the present moment, right here, right now. And let's just take a moment to contemplate that Santosha. So just bow your chin towards your chest, keeping your eyes relaxed, closed. That first chakra, root chakra, feeling stable, feeling secure. feeling steady, feeling that everything you need will be provided for you. And then contemplating Santosha and contentment, embracing happiness in the present moment, coming to a place of feeling gratitude for what you already have. So rather than striving and desiring more, be content with what is. So just take a couple nice deep breaths and feel gratitude in this moment for everything that you already have. Feel content, feel calm, and feel relaxed, stable, and grounded. Take one more moment here, and let's just hold space for each other in this moment too. So we are warriors united on this healing journey, and we're just holding this space together tonight to practice self-care so we can be stronger and we can be more resilient. Go ahead and lift your chin up away from the chest, and then if you want to, you can turn your palms to face up. Bring your thumb and index finger together to touch. Bring awareness back to your posture. Lift your heart even higher and feel the crown of your head, your crown chakra, reach up and away from the root chakra, the tailbone. The crown chakra is what connects you to your higher self, and that's what we're here for. You can relax your eyes closed again if you like, and then bring attention back to your intentions and answer the question, how do I want to feel? And in your mind, reset and replant that seed, that positive intention that you're nurturing and nourishing. Take a moment again, just holding space for stillness and to listen. And now from this place, we're just going to go over the 3 A's that we talked a little bit about last week. We're going to continue to carry this theme forward through our practice tonight. And the 3 A's are attitude, of course, positive, warrior mindset, alignment, not only in our physical bodies, our posture, but alignments from our thoughts and our intentions to our actions. What we want and what we do gets us from where we were to where we want to go. And then the 3rd A is action, because truly it's not what you say, it's what you do, right? And so let's just take a moment to contemplate those 3 A's. Attitude, power that fuels our intentions. Alignment, acknowledging that we want to align with positive people and positive situations. We want to align in our physical bodies, and we want to align our intentions to our actions. And then what you're here for right now is action. All right, so let's salute that with a deep breath in. Go ahead and draw your hands to heart center. Bow to yourself for showing up and for carving out the 60 minutes of self-care. And let's take a deep breath in, cultivating positive action. So inhale, reach and breathe in, gathering positive energy to strengthen your warrior spirit. And exhale, draw your hands back to heart center, bowing to yourself. Let's do that 2 more times. So inhale, drawing positive energy in, cultivating strength in that warrior spirit for action. And exhale, draw your hands in and back to your heart center space. And let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, gathering good positive energy to strengthen your warrior spirit. And then exhale, draw that positive energy in and back to your heart center space, committing to taking action right here and right now, while you also honor, protect, and listen to your body. Beautiful. And now if you were sitting up on a block or a pillow, you can move it out of your way, because we are going to do some breathing exercises and some core. So the reason that we're going to do core tonight, you guys, is because the center of your body, when strong and engaged, helps everything else be stronger. And it is the home of our powerhouse and our perseverance, which is really important as we head into the final week of this reset, the final few days and the final week, as we put as much energy, you've heard me say this before, put as energy and enthusiasm into the finish as you did the start. So that's why we're starting with the core. And when your core is strong, guess what? Your balance poses are easier. Okay, true story. So lie down on your back, and we are going to start with box breath first. So box breath, it sends a wonderful calming message through the central nervous system, and it supports balance because you're going to be breathing in for 4, you're going to be holding for 4, you're going to be breathing out for 4, and you're going to be holding your breath for 4. Okay, I'm going to talk you through it. Go ahead and lie down. You can start with reclined butterfly if you want to, so knees out to the side. If that's uncomfortable, if it pulls in the groin at all and you want to have just the knees bent and the feet flat, that's totally fine too. You can also do this sitting up if you like. All right, so wherever you're most comfortable, your hands can rest on your stomach, and I want you to just take a normal breath to prepare. So normal, easy breath to prepare. And then we're going to be breathing in for 4. I'm going to talk you through it. So here we go. Breathe in for 4. 3, 2, hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, exhale for 4, 3, 2, hold your breath. 4, 3, 2, begin again. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Exhale. And hold. One more time. Inhale. And hold. Exhale. And hold. Now just breathe normally and feel the calmness come over the body. Just take a moment to check in with how you're feeling. Breathe normally, stay relaxed, and we are going to start and transition to a core segment. So if your knees were outside, out to the side in a reclined butterfly, I need you to bring the knees together to touch and squeeze the knees together. As you squeeze the knees together, that activates the inner thighs up into the pelvic floor, and then you want to press your low back flat into the mat so you're imprinting your spine. Okay, relax your knees, let your spine come back to neutral, which is a little arch underneath the low back. That's your inhale. Exhale, squeeze the knees, flatten the abdominal wall, pull the pelvic floor in and up like a Kegel exercise, so strong to the core. Okay, one more time, just like that. Inhale, relax the knees. Let the spine arch in neutral. Exhale, squeeze the knees, flatten the abdominal wall, and then imprint your spine flat into the mat and pull the pelvic floor up so you feel really strong in all of the core muscles. And then just relax. Go ahead and take your hands behind your head. We're going to start with an alternating crunch lift. So you're going to inhale, your elbows are nice and wide. You're going to exhale, you're going to engage the abdominal wall and lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Bring in your right elbow to touch your left knee. Okay, hold it there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Relax your head back into your hands. Make sure your jaw's relaxed as well. So no furrowing the brow here, okay? Go ahead and release down. Take a big breath in. And exhale, lift everything up and twist the left elbow towards the right knee and hold for 3. And you might feel a little shaking already, I don't know. Depends, but try to stay relaxed in the face and the jaw. Okay, we're gonna go with the flow. So inhale, lower, exhale, up and lift. This time I want you to take your right hand and reach it outside of the left knee. Make sure the head is resting back into the hands. Okay, and lower down, inhale, exhale, lift and twist. Left hand reaches outside the right knee. We're holding, head is relaxed back into the hands, reaching long through the fingertips, up as high as you can, and lower down. Okay, so we're gonna pick up the pace. That's exactly the same exercise, but going a little bit faster. So up and hold, and lower, up and hold, then lower. Now continue to move and breathe. Remember, we always want to try to connect a movement the best we can with a breath. So in this particular exercise, the inhale is on the lower right here. The exhale is the up and lift and rotate. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up and rotate. Hopefully you're starting to already feel a little bit more warm in the belly. And that is, again, the home of your warrior spirit and your perseverance. That's going to help you put that positive energy into the finish, this last few days of the challenge, and finish strong. So keep thinking positively. Yes, I can, as you flow from side to side, connecting your movement with your breath, staying right here, right now. This is your last one. Up and over. And lower down. Beautiful. Now go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. And the next thing we're going to do is just a regular bicycle crunch. And I'm going to give you a few modifications. So the hands are going to come back behind the head and the elbows are out straight. You can bring your knees into a tabletop position just like this. You're going to bring your head, neck, and shoulders up. Tap your right toe down. Bring your right elbow to touch your left knee. And then take it to the other side. So over and across. And switch. Now, if you're comfortable straightening your legs all the way, feel free to do that as well, okay? And you can try it with flex feet or pointed toes. Try both. Either way, really activate and lengthen, get your full range. If this is too much on the low back, go back out of it and just do with the bent knee variation, okay? Either way, all good. Let's do 4 more. Okay, here we go. Relax your head. 4. Strengthen those abs, home of perseverance. You've got this. Last 2 and 1. All right, warrior spirit is alive. Go ahead and flip onto your belly for a second. You're gonna love this next part. I know I do. And this is when we stretch it out. So hands under the shoulders, shoulders back from the ears, elbows hugging to the midlines, point through the toes, and enjoy that stretch. Doesn't it feel good? So we're not only strong through our abs, but we're flexible too. And if you want to take it to a little twist from right to left, I always like to do that. It just feels good to rotate it out, get a little range. We're not done with abs, okay? But we're going to enjoy this little stretch. One more look to the right and one more look to the left. And then flip back over onto your back. Okay. First balance pose of the night. This is going to be boat pose. And then we're going to have a little fun with it too, because fun is good. Okay, the first rule with the balance flow, because this is our warrior spirit balance flow, right? The first rule is that you have fun and that you have a sense of humor if you lose your balance. Okay, those are 2 really important rules with practicing this warrior spirit balance flow. So if you mess it up, it's not perfect, so what? Who cares? Because it's not about perfection, right? So here's what we're going to do. I want you to grab behind your thighs and see if you can rock a few times, and then maybe on the second or third one, come all the way up without touching your toes to the floor. See if you can catch your balance. Okay, if you're on a hardwood floor like I am, it's not as comfortable in your spine. But if you're on carpet, you can probably go a little bit more into the rolling thing. But whatever feels good, you can carefully roll down, protect your back, and roll up without touching your toes if you can help it. Okay? Just have fun with it. Do it 1 or 2 more times. And then we're going to hold it. Okay? And this is your last one. So this is boat pose, and we're modifying it first here with the hands behind the thighs. Lift your heart, yes, always, open heart, shoulders back and down, and then if you're comfortable, you can let go of the thighs and be here in boat pose, okay? So try to look right out like your eyes are focused upward, and you're smiling a little bit too, because of course, like I said, we want to have fun. Warrior spirit is also having fun. Don't be too serious. And just take 1 or 2 more breaths here. Working on core and balance. And then go ahead and release that down. Good job. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is a butterfly stretch. So we did this in a reclined position already, but we're going to do it in a seated position now because we're going to add that to our boat pose for just lots of fun. So hands grab outside the feet, the elbows press into the corners of the knees, like to where your the bend in your knee is, and you just gently press down and fold your forehead towards your feet. Enjoy the stretch, enjoy the chill power. So folding forward, you get a little groin, inner thigh stretch. But as we've talked about before, forward folds are always introspective. So let's just once again hold space for silence, to breathe, and to recommit to your intention. So just folding forward. Let's take a deep breath in. And I'm going to give you a moment of silence to just listen and reconnect to your intentions. And then go ahead and sit yourself up. Beautiful. Okay, so from here, here's what we're going to do. I want you to take your hands, just bear with me. I'm going to take my socks off at this point. You know, my basement is cold, and so I keep my socks on for a little while, but it's probably time to let that go. All right, here's what we're going to do. You're going to find your balance again. You're going to reach between your knees and grab onto your feet, just like this. So you're balanced, right? And your feet are touching. Be like a little kid. Have some fun with it. All right? So the feet are touching and you're balanced right kind of behind your tailbone. All right? If you feel a little wobbly, it's okay. Have fun. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to roll back with your feet holding to your hands. All right? Do the best you can with it. So roll back and roll up and see if you can catch your balance. Again, if you're on a hardwood floor like I am, it's not the most comfortable in the spine. If you aren't comfortable rolling back and it doesn't feel great on your spine, then just stay upward. You can stretch a little bit longer with that forward fold stretch, whatever feels good for you, okay? So have a little bit of fun with this. This is a balance pose. And what we're gonna do is remember how you planted a seed a few weeks ago? Your intention and your seed. This is your blooming flower, your lotus. So you're going to take your hands and turn them up to face the sky. Lift your chin and your focal point upward as well. And take 3 deep breaths. Focus and stay present. And then go ahead and slowly release out of that. Nice job. That was just for fun. Good job for trying and keeping your sense of humor. So the next thing we're going to do is a reverse tabletop, okay, for core. So the fingertips are going to turn in towards each other. Lots of people's chest and shoulders are really kind of tight. We do a lot of forward flexing, a lot of rounding of the shoulders. Even planks can really cause the chest and shoulders to be rounded forward. Of course, we want to maintain this good open posture. So this next pose is great for that, and it's a great core strengthener. So the fingertips need to turn in to face your butt, to your tailbone. Your toes are pointed straight away from you. Your feet are hip distance apart. You're going to inhale. Open your chest and heart, and then exhale, press your hips up to the ceiling. So this is a reverse tabletop. So lifting your hips up, this is a great chest and shoulder opener. Take a big breath in, and then dropping your tailbone towards the floor. Do the best you can to keep your tailbone lifted as you straighten the legs and hover the tailbone up. And then we're going to do it again. We're just going to do like 5 of these. So you inhale into your reverse plank, or your reverse tabletop, excuse me, and then the legs straighten, the tailbone hovers, and you press and extend back. Okay, lots of core strength. Let's just do a few more. If it's uncomfortable in your shoulders, you just want to take a stretch break instead, of course, that's totally fine. But it's great to open the chest and shoulders. It's great for core, and it's fun to do something different. One more time. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, keep that tailbone hovering as you straighten the legs and release down. Awesome job. Okay, last little core thing we're going to do. I want you to go ahead and flip yourself around, and we're going to do knee to elbow. This is what I call core plank. In the fitness world, it's a knee to elbow as well, but same thing. You're going to curl the toes under, you're going to straighten the legs, and you are in a strong plank pose. Remember your good alignment. You're going to take your right elbow to your right knee. You're going to bring your right elbow to your left knee. You're going to bring it back to your right knee, And you're going to press back to downward facing dog and stretch. Our first downward dog. Yeah, okay, we're doing things a little different order tonight. So don't worry, we're going to get to more downward dog soon enough. But for now, shift back to your plank. Take your left knee to your left elbow, over to your right elbow, back to your left elbow, and into downward facing dog. You ready to do it a few more times? Here we go. Shift forward to plank, right knee to right elbow, left elbow, right elbow, downward dog. And switch. Left knee to left elbow, to right elbow, to left elbow, and downward dog. You have one more set, shifting forward, right knee to right elbow, left elbow, right elbow, and back. And this is our last one. Left knee to left elbow, right elbow, left elbow, and downward facing dog. Let's take 3 nice deep breaths in our downward dog. Take a moment to reflect on that Santosha that we began with talking about, that contentment in the present moment. It's not about not ever striving for more, certainly. It's not complacency, but contentment with what you already have. And just bring awareness to your hands and your feet so you feel grounded and you feel grateful for everything that already is. Take one more very deep breath. Go ahead and release your knees and come into a child's pose. So bring your hands backwards towards your feet, drop your forehead down, and just take 3 breaths in child's pose. And this is your chill power. Again, we're working on balance tonight, not only in our physical bodies, not just in the poses that we're practicing, but also the balance between willpower, pushing forward, challenging ourselves, doing things that make us a little uncomfortable, a little afraid sometimes. And that chill power factor, so key as we continue to age and move forward in our lives, to practice that letting go and that surrendering, and sometimes doing less and saying no, healthy boundaries. What can you say no to in order to say yes to more things that really nourish you? Beautiful. Go ahead and come into your hands and knees, and we're going to come back to downward facing dog, and we're going to do a warrior flow next with a modified sun salutation. So take a deep breath in, and then go ahead and walk your hands backwards towards your feet. With your hands backwards towards your feet, we're going to slide to a halfway lift and take a big breath in as we pause. Feel the heart open, feel the chakras in alignment. You're fully aware now at this point from the crown of the head to the tailbone. The heart is opening, the throat is clear, you speak clearly, the belly is in and up. And then as we exhale, let's fold and let it go. Good, and let's do that 2 more times. Just awareness of your chakras as we inhale and stretch and lengthen. And exhale as we fold and we let it go. One more time, look forward, lengthen out. And exhale, fold and let it go. You're going to walk your hands forward to a plank pose. So we'll be back into alignment at the top of a push-up. Go through a vinyasa. You can always bend your knees on the way down if you want. Cobra or upward facing dog on your inhale, and then exhale into a downward facing dog as you push back. Good. All right, so from here, I want you to go ahead and take your right leg and lift it up to the sky the best you can, so you're in a 3-legged downward dog. Hands are pressing firmly out in front of you. This is an inhale. And then as we exhale, look between your hands and step your right foot up and through your hands. Sometimes people have a hard time if that's new for you. So you can grab onto that leg and just scooch that leg forward. You want that right knee right out over the right ankle so you are in alignment. The left heel is going to pivot flat. And we're going to come into a warrior 2. If you need some support on the way up, you can take your right hand and push it into your right thigh. Otherwise, just windmill those hands up. Warrior 2, you reach forward with the right hand and back with the left hand. Okay? The chest and the heart is open. The right knee is bending deeply. We are strong. We are united. We are holding space for each other. Warrior spirit. Take a deep breath in through the nose. I want you to turn that right palm up to the sky. Reach as far forward as you can. And then reverse your warrior by sliding your left hand back to the left thigh and the right hand up to the sky. Now that right knee is bending as deeply as you can. Look up towards that right hand as long as it feels okay on your neck. Take one more breath. As you exhale, the hands will come down on either side of your right foot. Your left heel is going to lift up, and then you're going to step back through to plank pose right into the top of that push-up in good alignment. Core is strong. You have the option to do a vinyasa by bending the elbows, lowering down. Inhale to a cobra or upward facing dog. Pause. Exhale, lift the tailbone back up to the sky and come back into downward facing dog. Let's reset that intention of being content in the moment. Take a deep breath in. Left leg's going to lift up to the sky. We're going to inhale. And then the left foot steps up and through the hands. Again, feel free to grab onto it with your left hand and help it forward if it needs. Check that the left knee's right out over the left ankle. The right heel is going to pivot flat. And we're going to windmill back up into that warrior two on the left side. So deep bend in the left knee. Arms are strong. Some might need to pull back a little bit with the right hand. What happens a lot is people are kind of here. So you want the shoulders right out over the hips. And then a deep bend in the knee, and then look out over the left fingertips. We are focused, we are united, and we are strong. Warrior spirit. Left hand's going to turn to the sky. You're going to reach as far forward as you can with your left hand, and then the left hand sweeps up as the right hand slides back. Reverse warrior, otherwise known as sun warrior. So we're reaching up to our higher selves, strong and grounded with the lower body for one more breath. And then hands will windmill down on either side of the left foot. The right heel will pivot up. We'll step back through to plank right into the top of that aligned push-up. Modify if you want to with those bent knees. Optional vinyasa. You can always take this vinyasa out and go straight to downward facing dog if you prefer. Pause in your back bend with a deep breath in. And then ground yourself back into downward facing dog as we exhale and push back. Once again, just take that moment to check in. Santosha, contentment. In the present moment, holding space and breathing deeply. Walk your hands backwards towards your feet. We're going to hang in ragdoll next. So I want your feet out really wide apart. Grab onto opposite elbows and sway from right to left, letting it all go. Release and relax and be mindful that you're going with the flow from side to side here. Now fingertips are going to touch the floor. You're going to lift yourself up, toe heel your feet together. And then either reverse swan dive up to standing or roll up to standing, whatever feels better on your back. Inhale and find yourself in good posture, good alignment. You can walk forward to the middle of your mat. Good job. So next we're going to be working on our balance sequence. Okay, so remember the rules. Have a sense of humor. And if you lose your balance, remember it doesn't have to be perfect. Just get back up. The only way we get better is to do this stuff, right? So you're not expected to be doing this perfectly right away. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to shift into your right foot and you're going to pull your left knee into your chest and give it a big hug. Flex this left foot so you're active, and then take the left ankle over the right knee so we're in standing balanced pigeon. This is a hip opener. But of course, we're working on balance too. Now, if you need to, you can have a chair or a wall close to you to help you with your balance. It's all good. But if you can kind of hover your fingertips, and that way you're going to be gaining more and more balance as you go, even though you have that little guider to help you. If you want to, draw your hands to heart center and drop deeper into this. So the elbows are dropping down to the ankle and the knee. Now listen, you got to focus your eyes. Focus your eyes on one spot that's really going to help you with your balance and pull the belly in and up Strengthen the core, and that's going to help you with your balance as well. Let's take one more breath. We're going to come slowly up to standing. If you can, maintain your balance the best you can. I'm going to pivot to the side because I'm going to kick the wall. But holding that balance, you're going to pivot into a modified warrior 3. So what I want you to do is have your hands back towards your hips first. Check that your hips are as level to the floor as possible. If your back's an issue, you're going to keep reaching your hands backwards towards your hip. And if your back's feeling okay, you can either try to take your hands and reach them from side to side like airplane wings, or you can reach them all the way forward in warrior 3, nice and strong, eyes are focused. It's not supposed to be easy. If you're feeling wobbly, you are not alone. Take one more breath and then stand up tall. Bring your toes together to touch. Inhale. I lost my balance a little bit there. See, so you can have a little giggle at yourself. Take an inhale, sun breath. Exhale, dive out of it, forward fold. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Pause. Exhale, round and let it all go. Fold in half again. Rise all the way back up to standing. Big breath in. Reach for the positive energy you need in your life. Gather it and draw it back to heart center with your exhale. Perfect. Ready to try the left side? Keep that wall or that chair close by if you need it. Shift into your left foot. Pull your right knee up. Row your shoulder blades back and down so your heart is high. Your right foot is active and flexed. Good job, you guys. Stay with me. Take an inhale. This is single leg mountain, by the way, so still good posture, just like on one leg, right? Ankle across opposite knee. Hands in prayer. Big breath in. Drop it down. So you guys are like, where's Bruno tonight? He is by the fire with his papa upstairs. See, I'm not focusing, so I just almost lost my balance. So he was not so interested to come down to the cold basement because there's a hot fire going and it's pretty chilly out here today. Such is spring weather. You get some warm days mixed in with the chillier days. All right, so remember, maintain your balance the best you can as you unravel and then kick it out into your warrior 3. I'm going to modify and pivot to the side again, otherwise I'm going to kick the wall behind me. So here's where we are. The hands are back by the hips. The heart is open. The back heel is flexing. The belly is in and up, right? All of that is happening at the same time. If you want to take your arms out to the side in airplane wings, go there. Or if you want to come into a full warrior 3, you can reach your hands straight forward so the arms are by the ears and the thumbs are reaching to the sky. Do what feels good and right for you with your arms. Do the best you can to maintain your balance as you come all the way back up to standing, toes together to touch. Nice job. Hands to the heart center. We're going to come back to the back edge of the mat. I'm all over the place because I wanted you to be able to see some of what I was doing. Inhale, take a big breath in. Good positive energy in on the inhale. Exhale, big dive out. We're going to put some of that together, okay? Inhale. Once we do this last segment, we're going to start to practice the chill power. So please stay with me. Round your spine, walk into your plank. So hands walk forward. Check that your elbows, wrists, and shoulders are in one line and your heart is open and your core is strong. Vinyasa isn't optional. Bend your elbows lower down. Inhale into your back bend, take a big breath in, and exhale into your downward facing dog. Close your eyes, slow down, Santosha, contentment. I am grounded, I am grateful for everything I already have. I am content. Okay, so let's put some of that together, shall we? Stay with me, right leg's gonna lift, inhale. Hands are pressing evenly out in front. Right foot up and through your hands. Exhale. Help that right foot forward in between your hands if it needs it. Check that your knee is out over your ankle. Left heel is flat. We rise up to that warrior 2. Strength of a warrior here. So warrior spirit. I am focused. I am strong. Turn your right hand to the sky. Reach as far forward as you can. Inhale. And then reach up to the sky. Again, this is symbolic to reach for your higher self. Hips dropping low to the floor, but hand reaching high to the ceiling. And then hands on either side of your right foot. Pivot the left heel up and stay in this lunge position. You're going to take your hands onto your right thigh and you're going to give yourself a little press up. Now here's a little tricky transition for you guys, but just give it a try with a sense of humor. You may want to take like a half step forward with your left foot if you had a really big stance, okay? And then we're going to do straight into pigeon from here. So inhale for me, inhale, strengthen your core, focus your eyes, push off the left foot, and bring that left ankle right out over your right thigh, right into that pigeon. Okay, yes you can, yes you can. If you wobble, try again. Hands in prayer, drop down. You're getting a pigeon stretch in a standing balance position. Such a good one. I love this for my runners too. This is a great one to do before you get in the car, right? After a long run. A little quick stretch. You can always do it by a tree or a bench or a car, right? Go ahead and transition to your warrior three. So unravel and then kick it straight out into your warrior three. Reaching your hands back by your hips if you like. Airplane wings if that feels better, or straight forward if you want to go for the full warrior three. Either way, let's hold for 3, 2, and stand up. Nice job. Toes together to touch. Inhale, big breath in for positive energy. Reach forward and gather it. Exhale, stay with me everyone. Forward fold, dive out of it. One more time through. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and walk it into your plank pose, right into the top of your push-up. Pause and check your alignment. Hopefully you're getting in that habit more and more. Exhale and come in through your vinyasa if you want. Inhale into your back bend and exhale into your downward facing dog. Last time on the left side, here we go. Left leg's gonna lift to the sky, three-legged dog. Hands are firmly pressing down. Left foot up and through your hands. Help it forward if it needs, knee out over ankle. Right heel flat. Reverse warrior or right into your full warrior. Drop down low, eyes focused, belly strong. Holding space to be united. Warrior spirits, part of a positive ripple effect. Left hand to the sky, reach forward, inhale. And reverse warrior as we reach up and slide back. I'll tell you what, I'm not cold anymore. And I'm guessing you're probably not either. Take a big breath in and then hands down on either side of your left foot. We're going to pivot that right heel up. You might want to take that little half step forward if you want to. So you can do it from this lunge position. Take that little half step forward if you need to. You're going to push off that right foot. Bring the right ankle over the left knee. Drop down into your pigeon. Eyes are focused. When your eyes are focused, your mind is focused. So focus on one spot. Belly in and up, core strong. Breathe deeply. And then unravel when you're ready. And go straight into your warrior three. Fly. Notice the modifications with the hands and how it feels for you. Whatever you're choosing to do, do it to your fullest expression. Activate and work on your action right here. Take one more breath and then rise up to standing, toes together to touch. I'm literally all over the mat tonight. It's so funny. I have danced on my mat before, and I feel like I've been doing a little dance here tonight, but I'm trying to just allow you space to see different angles. All right, let's go through one last vinyasa together. Inhale. We're going to work on chill power next. Are you excited? I know I am. Exhale, forward fold, dive. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. And exhale, walk into your plank. Check your alignment. You have the option to go through that vinyasa by lowering down. Inhaling to your back bend. And exhaling to curl the toes and lift the hips and land in your downward dog. Close your eyes. Let's hold space again for each other. For unity, for contentment, and to be part of a powerful ripple effect. The more we nourish and nurture ourselves, the more we have positivity for the world. Take one more deep breath in. And release. Child's pose. Hold inward, relax, and let it go. Take a couple very deep breaths here in your child's pose. Just reflect on balance, creating balance from your emotions and your energy. And we're clearing out space. We're going to be transitioning to that yoga off the mat so that we can clear space in our lives, so that we can experience more joy and more health and more happiness and all the things you want. But sometimes you got to get rid of the old to make space for the new. Take one more breath in child's pose. And then go ahead and gently make your way up, and you can lie back down onto your back. Maybe I'll put my socks back on. Is that okay? Yeah. You can put your socks back on too if you want to, because we're going to be stretching. So if your place is chilly too, like put a layer back on, a sweatshirt, some socks, whatever. I think that's always really important. So you're super comfortable once we get to Shavasana, which is coming soon, very soon. All right, so lie down on your back. We're going to go back to that box breath, and then we're going to practice some relaxation and stretching. So, modifications that you can do with your knees. Again, knees can stay bent. You can have the knees out to the side in Reclined Butterfly, or you can have the legs all the way straight like you would in Shavasana. Whatever feels better for you. And by the way, you can practice this sitting as well. Okay, so I'm going to be practicing sitting so that you can hopefully hear me more clearly, but whatever feels good for you. Rest your hands onto your stomach. And again, box breath, the reason that we do the box breath is because it's balancing, and we're always working on the central nervous system and quieting the mind and the parasympathetic nervous system, which is in charge of your rest and your digestion. The balance between willpower and doing hard things, which we just did with those warrior poses and the balance poses. And now the chill power, the restorative stuff, the relaxation, the letting go, and the surrendering, okay? So just take a normal breath to prepare. Just feel the breath come into your belly. And as you exhale, tell your brain to tell your body to relax, that you are safe, that it's okay. You're giving yourself permission in this moment in time to do less, to let go, to be at peace with what is, to be content. And here we go. Practicing box breath. You're going to be breathing in for 4. Hold your breath for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold your breath for 4. Again, breathing in for 4. Hold your breath. Exhale. And hold. Again, inhale. Hold. Exhale. And hold. One more time, deep breath in for 4. Hold. Exhale, let it go, and hold. And then just breathe normally. Feel the sense of peace, feel the balance, feel the calm. So these breathing exercises are so powerful, and they are completely free. So if you struggle with anxiety and stress and tension, I know for me, yes to all of those. Breathing, more conscious breathing. Adding essential oils, which you know I'm a huge fan of, some serenity oil, some lavender, some chamomile, really takes it to the next level. I love the adaptive blend. You add that to behind the ears, the temples, the wrists, breathing it in and out, and practice those breathing exercises. Super powerful. Wonderful to do before bed as well. Okay, a couple very restorative stretches, very gentle, very easy, and then Shavasana. So if your knees are already bent, you're in the position. If they're not, I need you to bend your knees. We're going to do Reclined Pigeon. So the right ankle is going to go over the left knee, just like we did in a standing position, but now we're reclined on our back. And the left foot comes up from the floor. The hands come underneath the left thigh. So here we are in Pigeon. And we're just going to make a circle. Okay, so you're in a pigeon stretch, but you're rotating that hip joint around, getting good circulation and movement through your hip, giving it a gentle massage, encouraging that mobility. So as we continue to age, our hips are strong from the strength that we're doing, but they're also mobile. Reverse the circle. Do the same thing, go the other way. Check that your chin is towards your chest, your neck is in neutral. So rather, if the hips are really tight, I will just tell you what happens is the chin adjusts up to the ceiling like that. So you just want that chin to the chest, so you're encouraging the neck to be neutral. Go ahead and release the left foot to the floor, and then you're going to keep this pigeon stretch here. Just drop the right foot over to the left. Ah, so nice. If you want to grab onto the right knee with the left hand, you can give it a gentle pull down to the floor to increase the twist and to get a little bit more into the piriformis in the hip. Totally optional. Take a nice deep breath in, rotate and stretch, and then go ahead and release out of that and come back to center. And we're running out of time, so we'll just do the other side. So the right foot comes down, the left ankle comes over and across. You're in Reclined Pigeon. You can stay right here, totally fine. Or pick the right foot up from the floor, hands underneath the right thigh, and we circle. Such a great way to get a good flow of blood through the hip, some mobility. Again, just check that that chin is in towards the chest, so the neck is neutral. Do the same thing with the circle, but go the other way. So just reverse the circle direction. Couple rotations this way. Obviously, the more you pull on that right thigh, the more range you're going to get. So experiment with this circle being bigger or smaller. And then go ahead and release your right foot down to the floor, but keep this figure 4 with the pigeon and just drop the left foot over to the right. You can take your right hand, put it on top of the left knee. If you want to give it a gentle pull down, get a little bit more into the hip and the piriformis. Feels really nice for me. If it feels good for you, go ahead and do it. Take a deep breath in, enjoy your stretch. And then go ahead and come all the way out of it and extend both legs straight for Shavasana. Hands can rest back on the belly if you like, or be bound by your side with your palms facing upward. The reason that we turn the palms to face up is because that is how we receive. And in this pose of Shavasana and stillness, the idea is to not only assimilate all of the work, the balance and the strength that we've worked on and the flexibility over this last hour together, but also to be open to receive compassion and love. So I want you to just gently walk your shoulders down from your ears and in towards your spine, so you do feel your heart lifted and open. The heart chakra is open to receiving love and compassion. That's why you're here. That's why you showed up. And that's why you practiced your yoga and all of these poses over the last 60 minutes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, allow any tension that you're holding on to soften from your jaw, from your forehead. And there'll be a temptation in your mind. I have things to do. I have places to go. I have things I need to finish. But for right here, right now, your job is to be still and to assimilate and to let go and to practice chill power. The power of chill is huge. Don't ever minimize the power of chill. Feel the breath coming in through the nose and out through the nose. And while you're here in stillness, I'm going to read to you just a few segments of one of my favorite poems. This poem has been dear to me for a very long time because it was in a frame on a wall in my father's house. And you know, my dad died when I was young, and so this was a treasure to me. And it was written a very, very long time ago. And I would love to share it with you right now. It's called Desiderata, and I'm only going to read a portion of it for you tonight. Desiderata, go placidly among the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. Take kindly to the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding exactly as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace in your soul. Start to bring awareness back to your hands and your feet. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Just be aware of your hands and the energy in your hands. Be aware of your feet and the energy of your feet. Start to deepen your breathing and then draw your knees to your chest and give yourself a huge hug for showing up and for strengthening your warrior spirit so that you can finish this reset together, this challenge time together, with as much strength and as much enthusiasm as you had at the beginning. Reset all those intentions and finish strong. Go ahead and rock your way up to sitting. Of course, you're aware of your alignment, so your heart is lifted, your crown is high, your tailbone and your root chakra are grounded and reaching to the floor. Draw your hands to heart center, bow towards yourself. Again, just holding positive space for each other. We are warriors together, united in this journey. Take a deep breath in, gather good positive energy for the rest of your day or night. And exhale, draw your hands in and back to heart center. The light within me honors and acknowledges that same light that is within each of you. Namaste. That is the definition of namaste. So I don't know if you heard me. I did get a little choked up. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. It just touches me, this Desiderata. So if you were moved by that as well, it is a poem that I dearly love. It is called Desiderata, Desiderata. And you can look it up and read the whole thing. I'll post it to our Facebook group and share it tomorrow. This is just a printout that I have. I actually do have it on my office wall as well. And my sister has a copy, and she has my dad's original copy. So that's awesome. So thank you guys so much for being here. Have a wonderful rest of the night. Get good quality sleep. Stay hydrated. Get your superfoods in. Practice your self-care. And stay strong, positive, and flexible warriors. See you soon. Bye.